What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another video today. This time more transfer news surrounding Arsenal. I'm trying to keep the people going, man, at this time of difficulty. Not a lot of football to get into. Of course, all the games postponed at the moment. But there's still transfer rumours going round. Potentially the season could be ending very soon, which would mean, attentions would turn back to transfers. And this time, Arsenal being linked with French centre-back Issa Diop from West Ham. Now, I watched him just over a week ago when Arsenal played West Ham, and he was impressive in this game. I've seen him a few times before, but this was the first time I'd seen him live, and he was superb. 6'4", 23 years of age. Got a lot of qualities that Arsenal lack in that centre-back department. He's quick, he's very strong, he's commanding in the air, he's very tall. Now, we know Pablo Mari is tall at 6'3". We haven't really seen enough of him at the moment to gauge how good he really is. But Issa Diop, 6'4", real presence and aggressive, seems to read the game well. And I was really impressed with him. He wrapped up Eddie Nketiah in the game against Arsenal. Really made him look like a kid in this game. Lacazette came on towards the end. Gave us more, had a good battle with him, but it was still very difficult. Although eventually, obviously, Lacazette was able to get the goal to win us the game. Now, Issa Diop, of course, in the summer was linked with a move to Manchester United, who were quoted at the time at around £60 million for Issa Diop, who a player who West Ham signed from Toulouse for around £22 million a couple of seasons ago. So West Ham will not be willing to sell him on the cheap, that's for sure. The story that is being reported is coming from the Daily Mirror now. A few things to look at that don't really fill me with hope regarding this is that they're kind of basing on the story along the lines of West Ham being relegated, and that would then enable Arsenal to sign Issa Diop for a restricted price, for a reduced price. But obviously with the Premier League season, we don't know whether the season is even going to be played out. West Ham, of course, are in and around the relegation zone. But, with everything that's happening at the moment, we probably won't see the Premier League season finish, which would mean Issa Diop would probably remain at West Ham beyond the end of this season. That would probably mean that if a club was to try and buy Issa Diop, he would cost, they were quoted at 60 million last season. Is there any reason with him having another good season why West Ham would reduce the fee? He's still got 3 years left on his deal. He's able to represent Senegal as well, was linked with Senegal, and also Morocco. To represent those two countries in the African Cup of Nations. He did come out and say that he only hoped to play for France. And at the age of 23, he's got plenty of time. I'm sure he has aspirations of getting in that French squad. Can you imagine a partnership of Issa Diop and Saliba at Arsenal next year? Of course, we've been heavily linked with Upamecano, another French centre-back. Who's really impressed for Leipzig over the past few weeks. But, Issa Diop is the one we're being linked with. The belief is that Arsenal could potentially sign him for around £40 million in the summer. Diop, of course, will be keen probably to move in order to get in that French squad. He's spoken about his ambition of playing for France. What do you think? Issa Diop, another name being linked with Arsenal. Me personally, I would be very happy with this signing. He really impressed me when I seen him play. I've seen him a few times on Sky as well, and a very good player. There'll be more content coming up, lots more live streams as well. As I said, keep supporting, keep voting in that Football Content Awards. I'll put a link in the description below. I'm going for Best New Football Content Creator. Big up everyone who's supported so far. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Take care at this difficult time. I'll be back with more content throughout the week. Bless.